Hi, Tonya and Ryan. It's Libby here again. So I'm making a little video of some of the things that I don't think I have descriptions for, or for whatever reason I couldn't find a resource for you. So I'm just going to show them pretty quickly, so this isn't a very long movie. So if you need more information at some point, just let me know. So Tonya, for you, the log pullover we did, but we also did with the blocks. So you can't really tell because my mat's black and the half dome is black, but I put a half dome underneath my skull, not my neck. So on the base of the skull, you're going to make sure your ribs are down and you have a little bit of that lumbar space. Blocks go in the hand or something, lightweights maybe. Pretty light though, probably. And from here you can bring them up. You're going to turn the hands around. I may hit my desk here, so I might not have a straight shot. You're going to go overhead and do your best to go all the way to a straight arm. I'm going to get stuck with my desk here, so I'm going to bend my elbows, but you would keep yours straight. And sweep through, trying to keep the arms at the same level, just off the ground. And swing back through towards the hips, and then repeat. Or you could go back the opposite direction. I'm going to bend early so I can avoid my desk. And come back through. So those are great shoulder mobility, especially as you work to keep the ribs down. So making those movements through. For you, we did a lot of the 90-90 work and the hip mobility work. So 90-90, again, if that is not comfortable initially, where you have a real, this leg out that direction, this leg out this direction, and to be able to work comfortably from there, you can put something under your hips. So if you put a half dome or a block underneath, that may make you more comfortable, or a blanket. Or you can slide into a slightly less wide version, which would be kind of like more mermaidy initially, if that's more comfortable. So what we did was we did some of the hip mobility of these leg lifts. So that looks like back leg. Usually in a class, I tell people try to do somewhere between 12 and 20 here, and then another 12 to 20 here. And that you might need to post for these. This is posting. Put a hand down and lean away from the leg to get, this is internal rotation at the hip joint. So we like these, especially for runners. Both sides, obviously. From here as well, nice long spine. And you could imagine a point at your knee, a point at your shin, a point at your heel. And you're gonna try to lengthen out over that point. And again, you can post if you need to. And bring the chest, lengthen the torso out. Hang out for a breath or two. Come up, pick a point on the shin. Again, lengthen out to come down. Probably stay down longer. Pick a point on the heel. Come down. And come back up. So again, both sides, obviously you would do this side as well. Other work you can do from 90-90, and this may be in one of the videos I'm including for you, but work with just, can I hang out here with this leg up? Can I bring the leg around and straighten it? Can I bring it back and straighten it? That'll give you kind of a nice butt cramp. Those, we did some standing work. You won't be able to see my top half here, but that doesn't matter. So we did some of these, keeping your front body front and letting the leg rotate through. These probably are in the video that I sent you. Like those an awful lot. So for you, I think a lot of that hip mobility. Footwork, so you roll your feet already, but adding in like toe exercises. And then this is So short foot, and that is again metatarsal, metatarsal pulling towards the heel, and that's like this. And then doming is very similar, but you're pulling these to the floor and trying to actively lift those three. So that's like this, right? And then sideways, that looks like this. So those are just exercises to practice. And then you can use that domed or short foot for your pelvic listing exercises. And so the ones that, the basic pelvic listing and the dome are included, but some of the others that we went over were pelvic listing with, I'll do it on this side, with then a hip hinge. So this leg stays a pendulum and you're listed on one leg. So that's part one. You can add to that as you hinge and get the pendulum leg out of the way, hinge over, add a knee bend, and try to think of like picking something up. You're going to try to keep a fairly vertical shin. So not sending the knee way out to do that, but trying to send the hips and the knee back to get down and then come back up. I didn't do that super gracefully, but I'm trying to be fast. So those are some of the variations we practiced. You could add to that in that pelvic list, again, trying to hold the arch of your foot. You can get listed, add your hip hinge, then take the leg up, and we can add rotation to that, and then back and down. We went over crawling for both Ryan and Tonya. So crawling, again, when you're crawling, you're going to try to keep elbow pits forward, elbows a little bit soft, shoulder blades wide, and upper back high. Knees come up, and it's one hand, one foot, one hand, one foot, opposite arm and foot. You can add to that something across the back to work on that stability. You want to keep the knees low if possible and stay quite quiet through the low back and the upper back, so there isn't a bunch of this or lumbering. We would say maybe lumbering. Those are great to work on. It's good shoulder work, good core work, good hip work. So we like crawling. Trying to think if we had anything else for Ryan that was not on any of the videos. I think we did some hip hinging for Ryan, so that would be good to practice with the ribs down. I think that might be pretty much the stuff that's really not included in any of the other materials that I sent you, but if I've forgotten something or you had a question, just feel free to connect. If I can write it down in an email, I'll do that. If you need a little video, I'm happy to do that. So yeah, it was great to meet you both. Have fun in Germany and have a great summer. Thanks.